viewers, Sun Service here, back with another Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts live stream / video, depending when you're watching this, as is normal with these things. Yeah, we're here with Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, and we are building a new light cruiser. Time has moved on a bit because after the wars we had ended, nothing really interesting happened. This ship is going to be the return of sort of the split funnel aesthetic that I have a bit of a love of the look for. So we're building a new light cruiser with a new hull we've gotten, although I had waited until this turn, which is the first turn that we have without any Ozzy Osbourne class battleships being built, as they've all finished construction this turn. That's pretty much the only interesting thing that has happened, is that the Ozzy Osbourne class has been fully constructed, and they're in their first turn of commissioning. They haven't been commissioned fully yet, they're just in their first turn of commissioning. Okay, so that's our stuff there done. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These guys are going to be torpedo equipped at every point of the ship. And then armament wise, this is where a lot of debate in my head is going. Do I make this weekly main armament, but then have a whole bunch of Dakar of 4-inch? Do I sort of go in between with a Mark II gun, but 5-inch? Or do I wait a while for upgrades, but then hard punching a 6-inch? Yeah, and then maybe put one of these barbettes in the stern. A little more forward. And then 6-inch again. Okay. Turns out using that barbette isn't going to work. Excuse me. Okay, so how about I use this and then that, rotate that around forward, there. Now we have a forward weight offset. Which I think I could fix, but yeah, I can fix. But then that would cause efficiency problems. How about we just remove a torpedo tube? Move a torpedo tube, move that as far back on that area as I can. That as far back as I can. Secondary gun wise, it's going to be the stern sort of fitted with 2-inch. Casemate guns are not a thing on this ship. Okay, barbette 3. Gonna give these guys spacious crew quarters. Yeah, their intended speed is going to be 27 knots, which I'm okay with keeping. What's the maximum efficient speed? Is 29.5. 29 knots then. Force the boilers. There. 29 enforce the boilers. These guys are going to be capped, soft capped, TNT, ballistite. We still haven't got any more explosive stuff like cordite, which I am slightly concerned about on our research side of that, so I have focused research there, but obviously it's going to take a while, most likely. Okay, so... Okay, I can't fit any extra range on this thing. Oh! Also, if you've watched the end of episode 4, you would have known by this point that we had a whole fleet issue of our fleets. Most of our fleets being kept out and wouldn't move. Good news on that front. One fleet has returned home. But that's it. No other fleets returned home from that, and everything else went horribly. Now this thing... Fiery. No. Firestorm. HMS Firestorm after the Sabaton's on. I was originally going to do Far Reach, but then I can't spell to save myself. Right. HMS Firestorm is completed. So the fleet that was able to return home was the fleet of cruisers that were stuck in the English Channel. All our battleships that are off Africa, they're still stuck there. Which, yeah, I have lost hope on trying to get those ships back, which means that we're down a Duran Duran, we're down an Elton John, and we're down a couple of motorheads. Being down a couple of motorheads isn't bad. But being down the others... Being down the others isn't a good thing. Because unless they get into a battle and then from that the whole teleportation thing happens, I'm screwed and I've lost those ships. And until another update comes along, I'm not sending any of my ships outside of a dock again this campaign. Okay. 24 of this class will be laid down. And unlike last time, we still have weight left over, which the weight left over will be used to... I don't know, actually. Will be used to send HMS Terrible into her refit, seeing as she's returned. And HMS Cockburn. Britannia needs a refit, but she can hold off a couple of turns. Most definitely because we don't have the dock space, but for once in our career we haven't overcapacitated our docks, so good news there. My dog is just here now staring at me like, human, what are you doing? Human, I want attention. Come here then, boy. Come here. Come here. Remember, YouTube viewers, you all voted to keep these shenanigans that happen on the VODs around. Well, at least one of you have. Of those who have seen the post and actually responded anything to it. Last checked. Right. There it goes. Okay, so we've got Dunite. It's not what I wanted. I wanted Cordite. No, we cannot give you any of those guys right now. Okay, so ship design of the Rammstein's Britannia is... So yeah, of the ships we have, we've got Stuck at Sea. The Iron Duke and Renown, they're both of Motorhead class type. Then we have Monarch of the Duran Durans, which it's the only member of that class that is stuck at sea. And then we actually have two of the Sir Elton Johns, the Thunderer and the Zealander, that are stuck at sea. And then none of the Rammsteins are stuck at sea. And then, obviously, the Osborns, they are new and so obviously are not stuck at sea. Also stuck at sea, we have the cruiser Good Hope and Achilles, both of which are of the Berwick class, which I'm gonna just send off to the Imperial War Museum, the surviving barracks, other than two that are stuck at sea. And also Crescent, which is a Donegal class, which, if that thing ever gets back to port, is being scrapped because we're not. So, none of the Europa class are obviously stuck at sea. At the Sapphire class... Okay, one of them, the Barracuda, is stuck at sea. Of the Prince class, none of them are stuck at sea. Good news. Obviously none of the Firestorms will be stuck at sea. They're brand spanking new off the line. 80% on there. 80, yeah. We got any Dreadnought in a turn. 3 turns we get quality control 1. Now it's going to be about 10 turns until we get a new Dreadnought designed, because we are obviously going to be focusing on completing our new light cruisers. Our new light cruisers, because, to be honest, I think I'm going to actually scrap the Sapphire, well, send the Sapphires to the Imperial War Museum. Although, it would be really the sort of, I don't know what the word is to use, but it'd sort of be ironic that I was saying that they were sort of all shit in that at the sort of beginning of their careers, and only a massive rebuild that they'd gone through had saved them. And yet, I still keep them around. Five Sentinel guns. Get me that. 3 turns alongside the new quality control, and then we focus on boilers as well. But yeah, we're just waiting on the next war, pretty much. Waiting on the next war, and I would hope that the next war will actually be useful to us in that it kicks our stuck fleets into port with it'll obviously be with damage, but hell, they'd be back home. They'd stop costing me the amount of money they're costing me because they're stuck out at sea. a way with getting them back would have worked, which was enter and exit the game. That worked with the cruiser force, but then that didn't work with these 3 ships or these 2. But yeah. So next up on the refit yards will be... Oh yeah, the barrack design is goodbye because barracks are no longer around. It'll be the Careless Whispers, actually. However many of them still live. Yeah, I'm going to put them in for a refit. I'm going to put them in for a refit, and then once these guys are out of their refit, we will begin the construction of newer destroyers in their place. 2, 3. You gotta be kidding me. Essentially, this game is saying that to add on newer torpedoes is essentially the time of building a new destroyer. How about if I wing torpedo tube these then? Will that? Will that allow us to not have a 9-month rebuild? Nope. Okay then. The Careless Whisper class destroyers are not getting upgraded. We're just going to go straight to new destroyers, and then we're going to be scrapping the Careless Whispers at the earliest convenience of scrapping. Well, not scrapping, Imperial War Museum, because I've remembered that this campaign isn't actually scrapping ships, it's send them to the Imperial War Museum or private museum collections, independent on the type of ship as well. It could be sold off to private individuals and converted into aristocratic yachts, which a destroyer would actually be around the size that it could be converted into an aristocratic yacht. So I maybe might keep one aside for myself, for my in-game self to use as a private yacht. It'd be a private yacht that can go over 30 knots. Yeah, the Careless Whisper class, they were fun to keep around, but yeah, they're all going to be sent off to the Imperial War Museum. Now, because of requests from Mr. Avocado, the Janus class is going to be refit. And yeah, refit they are going to be. Right, so they can't get a new gun forward because of certain conditions of the game. Okay, rearward I mean, because of certain conditions in the game. Okay. Increase your minesweeping, we've obviously put you with better engines. Bring you up there, bring you up there. Avocado, if you're seeing this, then good news. Your ship is fitted with a lot more torpedoes. And is a slight bit better protected. Bulkhead-wise, that is. Oh yeah. And the tiny little pea shooter is a slight bit better. Right. Nine turns. 9 turns. Okay. Seeing as we're here. Sapphires. Auxiliary engine 1. Your number of 2-inch have been reduced. Just fit there. Yes, thank you. And your forward mounting casemate is gone. And your forward mounting there is gone as well. Get better protection. Your shells go to standard. Get better range finding. Yeah, here was me saying many episodes ago that these things were shit, and now look at me. Now look at me, I'm making these things at least survive somewhat into somewhat nicely into our new era of naval warfaring. Right. Three, 1. Take off all turret top. Mine rails. Every little helps, I guess. Casemates are fully gotten rid of now. And then the forward 5-inch gun is only going to be a forward 5-inch gun. You know what? If I'm giving all this thing the works anyway, let's replace the main tower with something a bit more decent for a main tower. And then secondary tower as well. That is a lot better. Well, slightly better then. But yeah, if game's giving me this opportunity to do so, I'm going to be upgrading these things. Semi-ballistic shells, and that gets reduced down to 2-inch. 2-inch guns in general are going goodbye. There. There we go, we can keep the Sapphires in service for a whole lot longer. I'll hold off on my Durans for right now. Okay. Things are loading. No one's appeared in Twitch chat yet, which is, okay. Helpful for me, because then I haven't actually annoyed anyone by not responding. So for us, I'll set a few of the Genesis, all the way of the Janus class to Racehorse to refit, and then we'll prioritize the Sapphires. Sapphire to encounter. Right, you down to Diamond then. One more. One more will be going in for about the time to build a new light cruiser. We are... here's the thing I'm finding hilarious. Our new light cruisers are going to be out before the old ones finish their refits. Never change, UAD. Never fucking change. Actually, please do. I want to be able to send my ships home. Right, can you go up to Plymouth now? Oh shit, our budget. Okay, we... Right. Right, attention everyone. The Sapphire class of ship is getting cut down in size. I hear the Imperial War Museum is looking for some old light cruisers to coincide with their semi-armored cruiser expedition they have. No, exhibit, I mean. Because it's on an exhibit about cruiser development, but yet funny thing is, we only have those light cruisers there, not the ones before, not the ones after, just those ones. So you, Kurosawa, Bristol, Scouts and that guy, and Dido are going to the scrapyards. Right. I'm finding it good now that we are building new light cruisers. You know what? Sapphire class in general, goodbye. Sapphire 1897 and Sapphire 1907 is goodbye in general. Goodbye in general. You were useless while you were still with us. Right. The motorheads that can will go to limited. See, they don't even change much. Okay, all armoured cruisers go to limited. We can't use the name Black Prince here as that's on one of our battleships. Seeing as we just removed that name from the light cruiser gene pool, we will give that out to the... Hold on a second. If I set pair priority to very high, I think I might have gotten the way we could get our ships home. Very high. Very high. There. We might have just have gotten a whole bunch of those ships home. Well, at least to a British port now. Hopefully. Unless my plan has failed and... So then, fuck. Why didn't I think of that beforehand? Because I know, obviously, some of the ships are damaged. All those ships are damaged from previous engagements, so... It could have worked. Could work. And answer to that is, no, you haven't worked. Right. You guys are undamaged, so your repair priority thing isn't going to work anyway. Yep, we're taking the Orange Free State. The Boer Wars are happening a little late, but happening. Okay. Right, then. Our budget's too high. Our budget's too high. Yeah, the budget deficit is still too high. Okay. That's as much as I'm reducing that. We've finished dockyard construction, so we're going to be fine on that front. Construction-wise, 8 turns on those. Let's suspend these Janisses in their refit. Docks indefinitely. And then the unsuspended ones are these guys. As he only said I have to keep 5 of them around. Holy shit! That's where most of the budget not keeping the stuck fleets at sea went. I am a genius. You guys are gonna have to come straight out to limited. And that somewhat reduces your costs. Right. Seeing as you're the least capable of our battleships, and seeing as you guys are the most experimental of our battleships, there. We've done it. We've saved the budget. Okay. Building new ship. Right. Oil discovery in Malaya. That's good for us. Yep, our invasion of the Boers are still going on. Now, how about I move you guys up to Plymouth? Well, you up to Plymouth. Then that might give dock space availability to one of those ships going into Freetown. Or have I set that one as well into a now? Oh, you can't move. Moment. Oh, we'll soon find out. If so, then fuck. If so, if not, then okay, we're fine. As you can see, viewers, I am desperate now to try and get my ships back to a dock. Yeah, that guy's working. Why can't you guys follow his example? I'll try and send Barracotta on her own. Let's see if Barracotta going on her own means she can head home or into a dock. Right. We're gonna have to sacrifice a couple, but I can get those 2 battleships home. I can get those 2 battleships home, I believe, now. Right. Just separating that light cruiser there has made that light cruiser get home, so yeah. Okay, Portsmouth, Zealander and Crescent, start making your way up. Because those two, Zealander and Crescent, are sort of the more important of the ships I want to try and get out of that place. I found a fix! I found a fix! Just one fix. Right. Now let's see if trying to combine these fleets works. So if I can combine those fleets, then we can... No, you're not getting a Duran. Duran. And... It's worked! It's worked! It's worked! Right. So Renown heads over there. And then if you can combine up with that battleship there, then we can split off the more expensive and more useful dreadnought and send that home. Maybe. Maybe I fix this. Why didn't I think of this before? It never crossed my mind, to be honest. It never crossed my mind till now. Okay, so both of those ships combined. Let's see if I can get you guys off to Gibraltar. Get you guys off to Gibraltar and then combine you two. And fingers crossed my plan actually works. Fingers crossed we fix this entire problem. Okay, so one of the battleships and one of the armoured cruisers has made it back to a British port. Good news. Oh shit, we're fixing this. It's worked, although it's now not working again. Okay. Achilles, go and join up with Monarch. So Thunderer is home. No, Thunderer is not home yet. She's still at sea in the North Atlantic somewhere. Good Hope and Achilles are still stuck. Crescent has arrived back, which means she's going to be having to be refit. Barracuda, you're over. But yeah, Thunderer is going to be returned back. I fixed the majority of the problem. Right. So those guys are in Gibraltar now. That's good. Like, that is best news I've had today. No, we can't give you any Janus class. Okay, maybe if moving Monarch to maybe moving Monarch to Achilles would work. So Monarch to Duran class. So, oh, typical. Typical. It's now only my battleship that's stuck with its own problems. Ah, a new light cruisers are here. That's good news. Please work, please work, please work. Work, you stupid thing. It didn't work. Okay, right. Over on the African end then, I'm going to have to split off one ship from the other, and then yeah. Oh, then we need to reduce our unrest somehow. Right. So good hopes of Beric. Iron Duke is a battleship, so she's going to cost us more. Right. Iron Duke separately. Iron Duke separately, and then let's see if then afterwards Good Hope would move. Like, this is sort of the best case scenario we're going to get out of this until Monarch gets into a battle and then gets badly damaged. Like, it's funny when a best case scenario to a problem you have is a battleship getting damaged and the admiral wants it getting damaged. That's what I find hilarious, is that in the case of our ships we still have stuck, we want them to get damaged. It's like a, no, we can't have them in one piece. Having them in one piece is making them be stuck off Africa. I bless the rains down in Africa. Although that's probably now gone horribly because I'm still not properly vocal trained for that song. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things you never had. The wild dogs cry out in the night as soon as this longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's right, sure as Kilimanjaro rises like an Everest above the segregate. I seem to go what's deep inside. I'm frightened of this thing that I've become. Like, one thing I have been noticing with Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts recently is the game's actually been quite GPU heavy, which is making me glad that just for my GPU, I have a whole massive fan that is just blowing directly onto the GPU, because That thing is getting overheated. If I didn't have that. Yeah, we're gonna have to exit main menu and re-enter because of the loading screen. And then maybe I'm gonna use that as an attempt to then see if I can finally get Monarch into a dock. Okay. Continue campaign. 1908, let's go. Okay. Okay. I wish I would have met you. Now it's a little late. What you could have told me, I couldn't say it to your face. You think that your early ending was so wrong. For most part they're right, but look how they all got strong. That's why I say, hey man, nice shot. A good shot, man. That's why I say, hey man, nice shot. A good shot, man. Hey man, nice gun. Hey man, nice one, nice shot. Okay, now those two ships gotta join. Thunder has completed a refit. This is absolutely good news. Well, as good of news as we're going to get right now. Right. Let's finish those TBs. They're refits. Research. Focus on boilers. Casemate gun barrels. Okay. Destroyer 2 is available soon. Oh yeah, I have to actually go down here and unsuspend all of you from your refit. Well, from your suspension. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we only have 5 of them, which is the bare minimum requirement of our satisfactory stuff for okay, you guys are down to limited. Good Hope, Achilles and Monarch are still stuck at sea. You two are on to limited. Okay, you're still stuck there. How about I move you to try and rendezvous with the monarch? Will that work? Fingers crossed it does, and then I can, once they join, if they join up, move Monarch and Good Hope to a port where then they can go and get sorted out. Right. I think now's the best time of any to sort out a refit for the Durans. As we've obviously got the better guns for them now, so... Yet the Orange Free State is ours. Focusing on boilers because I want to try and get semi-oil oil firing. That is. Right. I've got Nottingham, which is a Prince class. Let's actually move you out, and you will join up with Monarch, and then let's see if once you've joined up with Monarch, you guys can then move home. Well, not home per se, to a British port. That's the sort of best case scenario we're going to get, is those guys moving to a British port. Right. And then Monarch and Nottingham, you guys are going to move up to Santa Cruz. That's worked. Right, I've saved our battleships. I saved the battleships finally. Which is good news. Okay, I can do the same with our 2 remaining barracks and then scrap them. Then. And I could up our research budget, actually. Can't think of it. Casemate, yep, good. No, we cannot sell you a Prince class. Preheater, so no oil yet. Here, are we finally getting cordite? We're finally getting cordite, okay. Which I'm glad I have been informed that cordite isn't the death sentence it used to be. You're on sea control. You're moving to in being. You 2 are on sea control. You 2 are being moved to the limited fleet. You know what? We got the Ozzy Osbournes. The Durans, they could also go to limited. Okay. So we've only got Good Hope and our Achilles stuck at sea. Now if I send you out to go and rendezvous with Achilles, I'm going to do this 1 ship at a time. And then you guys will move into Freetown, and then we will say farewell to the Achilles, because she's not a ship that's us worth saving. So yeah, we have all 33 of our battleships now available in our control again. That's good news. Oh, there goes the Spanish Empire. Ecuador, which is where? There. Right. How much do we need? 900 tons. Simple. Hobart. Hobart, we're going up for that island there. And then you two dock up in Freetown, please. Yes, it's working! Yes! I love it when a plan comes together and works. Now we only have one ship stuck at sea. And then once we got that guy in, and he's off to the scrapyards because he's a barrack. Well, no, off to the Imperial War Museum. Right, we need to reduce unrest, so let's go and do that. Okay, so do we have anyone in any British ports here that can rendezvous with this guy? The Careless Whisper herself can rendezvous with Good Hope and fix this nightmare once and for all. Achilles, go to the Imperial War Museum. Crescent, you're gonna be refit. I'm being generous, you're being refit. Right. Research. So we got the preheater. Now we just need we just need oil firing, just semi-oil, and then we can refit. Refit, 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 refit. Our conquest will take 2 more turns. Okay, so yeah, we are working well. Right. I'm just quickly scrolling up, and I'm going to be copy. There we go. I have at everyone, and then add everyone in my server. And then sell promotion on Monroe's server. There we go. Ah, Russian. Well, the Russians are now the Soviets. That's something, I guess. I'm going to, during this loading screen, just go quickly grab a quick snack. Silence is hungry. Good news there, Hobart turned back for home. Well, your home, that is. And you guys have rendezvoused, that's good. Moving to Mombasa. It won't matter much anyway, Good Hope's being scrapped as soon as she gets in. No, they're all still alive, Finland, don't worry. They're all still alive. I just had to fix a minor glitch that left a whole bunch of fleets stuck off Africa and wouldn't move. I can try and do so, but the Duran Durans are priority on refit because they're older. Finally, that's that whole ordeal over. Where is that last barrack class? Good Hope? You're going to the Imperial War Museum. Well, the Duran Durans are older and in need of a refit anyway, because there's better 13-inch guns, so I'm doing the Durans first. Anyway, your thing's had 2 refits already! Two refits in the period that the Durans haven't even had 1. Right, replace the sign-mounted 13s. Oh god, I'm gonna have to make Duran Duran a bit larger on that front. Yep. We still don't have semi-oil like I was originally waiting for, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. Okay, crop 2, barbette 3. Yes, I will be making them faster with turbines when I get to refitting them. But I'm going to wait for oil before, well, at least semi-oil before I refit them next. Yep, you're all the best we have available there, at least. Okay, TNT. I've been told cordite isn't as much of a death trap as it was in the past, so Yeah, we should be fine. We should be fine. Right. No, you're a 13-inch ship, so we use stereo. Yeah. Okay, use the remaining weight to there. 22. No. 22. 23. Now we can't get 23, we can get 22 though. 22 knots on Duran Duran. Get standard ratio, capped ballistic now. Soft capped there. Yep. Oh yeah, the Janus 1900 can go because it's been refit in 1907. I don't know why Avocado had requested I still keep the Janus class around, but he did, so I have to do so. Right. Now, I've just realised something. The only nation that currently had good relations with us, last checked that is, has economically collapsed. That would be Spain. That means that the rest of the world hates me. But no, all four of your Rammsteins are still alive, Finland. They're all still kicking about, and yeah. They're all still kicking about. They're all still using their 12-inch guns to the fullest ability they can use their 12-inch guns. Well, actually, they haven't been in another fight since that one fight that ended a war. So, yeah. All they've been really doing right now is fleet exercises. Okay, so Duran Duran original, goodbye. Duran Duran refit, begin. Oh, we can fit the entire class in. That's good. Okay, research is taking its time. That still wasn't boilers, so fuel boilers. Better armor stuff in a few turns, better capital ship towers. I'll be in time for when I decide to finally build the Dreadnought free hull ship. And it'll be the introduction of 13.5 inch, maybe, to keep somewhat historical. I'm guessing we haven't had an appearance of Avocado, have we? Nah, I would know. I would know. I would know, use my almighty powers of the content creator to know that we would have him here. Oh, by the way, Finland, we have a new light cruiser class that I want your opinion on. Here it is. It's the Firestorm class. Almost 30 knots of speed as well. These things are gonna be awesome when they enter service. 2 inch to 2.9. we're on the weight margins already. It probably wouldn't have done well. Oh, also, I don't think you were here for these. Our newest armoured cruisers. Yeah, you mentioned. But yeah, these are our armoured cruisers. They use 11s because big guns. Yeah, that's one thing I could have done. And then I think you were here when I built these, the Ozzy Osbourne class. We don't have triple turrets yet. And no, I'm not doing refits to them until we get oil. But yeah, here's the Ozzy Osbourne class if you weren't here for their creation. They have a 4, 5, 6. They have a 7-gun broadside. 7 twins a broadside, so yeah. The Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness, Black Prince, and a whole bunch of others are members of the class. Yep. And we're now immediately moving on to carrying on so then we get oil quicker. Because we need oil. Yes, you can once we get semi-oil. As obviously we need semi-oil before we can do any more rebuilding. Let me guess, you're gonna rebuild it and equip 8.9-inch guns as secondaries. I know you, Finland. You're gonna do that. Fuck. UAD has just crashed. YouTube viewers, you know the drill by this point. Skip forward to when Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts returns to the screen. Twitch viewers, the unfortunate fate of you guys having to deal with my PC's loading times and stuff is there. And Finland, that's what she said. Sorry, but you put it's too small separately from the hull you were talking about. I know the context of it, but as you put it separately, I just have to say that's what she said. And YouTube viewers, if you're clueless to what the hell is going on in Twitch, I've got a Twitch link somewhere in this video. Click that link and follow the Twitch. There, plugin of the Twitch channel completed. Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts is returning. That's good. Just Sight of the Gangu class. You know, the horrible Russian dreadnoughts that somehow lasted many years. Mainly because the Soviets had nothing else built. UAD let me back in. Thank you. UAD, don't crash. And it looks like the Duran Duran refit will be on hold until probably we get oil now, because the game crashed when I tried to refit. No, the refit survived. That's good. Right. September to October. Oh, by the way, Finland, recently the Russians have now become the Soviets. We've taken over an island off Ecuador. Some place in the world that is controlled by an ungoverned territory, which would be ex-Spain territory, has annoyed us enough that we are invading. I'm hoping it's the Philippines, actually, because we never got the other half of the Philippines before the Spanish dissolved. Mainly because before their dissolving, we were on more friendly terms with the Spanish. Germany and Austro-Hungary have gone to war with each other. I don't like them both, so... And no, it's not the Philippines that we are invading off someone that's got an ungoverned territory. Or we're invading off someone with ungoverned territory or stuff. Was there something from Gibraltar? No, it wouldn't have been. Okay, so... Renown. Renown and Thunderer, both of you are going to head up to Plymouth. Seeing as your nightmare of a voyage is over, so you're fine. So yeah, we're still waiting on oil, and then once oil is there, we can do refits, starting with the Prince class light cruisers, as they would be, in terms of refit, the oldest ships in need of refit. Also, to some extent, would be what is actually our oldest ship surviving in the Navy? Especially, it'd be the motorheads that are the oldest in the Navy in general, and then actually the Donegals, then the Prince class. Right, we're now actually in a good financial placement where it can, in 2 turns' time, start building docks again. Because that whole issue had caused us dockyard capacity problems. Right. I'm going to order the construction of 6 more of the light cruise, the Firestorms. A bit behind schedule from when the first batch were ordered, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll all be fine, Twitch chat. Nothing will go wrong whatsoever. It'll just all be fine. Everything will be fine. It'll all be fine. It'll be fine, I tell you, Twitch chat. It'll be fine. I think you get the point now. And I think I should really stop with going all the different voices and stuff, and because it gets really annoying at times having to go through loads of different voices. Right. Arm weight reduction stuff. Just waiting for that oil. Just waiting for oil, waiting for oil. Give me oil. Oh, better 5-inch guns. Okay, we can build up our dock capacity this turn. That's good. Still, give me oil. I find this funny. We're classed as very advanced technology-wise, and yet we've got a lot of technology stuff that a normal 1910 start would have that we don't have. Like, probably by this point in a 1910 start, you would have oil. Semi-oil, at least. And here's the thing, I've only very recently ditched the research budget a bit because of financial woe. That was before I found the fix to the whole problem. Coincidence free on the way. Okay. Okay. It's 1912 and you don't have 4 centerline turrets. It's 1910 and I have 5 centerline turrets. Oh god, this is hilarious. Sorry, Finland, but I'm finding this hilarious. Right. Calm yourself, Silent. Calm yourself. Right. Once through boiler. Bigger, heavy cruisers. Okay, Portugal. You can get a few firestorms. You can take a few firestorms. We can give you more help with stuff. Yeah, I remember we got the Falklands. Right, so research, down-tick cruiser design. Yeah, we'll go on the turn for better small guns of 5-inch caliber. I'm thinking I'm gonna build a new dreadnought. This is going to be the last coal-powered dreadnought we're going to build, because I want to build another dreadnought with the current techs we've got, minus obviously oil, which I definitely want on a ship, but that's going to be like our very final 100% coal-powered capital ship. You've got an idea. Shoot. I mean, go ahead. If you don't know what... But yeah, go ahead. Okay, we're stuck on Italy's turn at the loading screen. Okay. Yeah, please hurry up so then I can... you could build the BB. Maybe. Maybe. I'll leave it at maybe. I'm not going to say no, I'm not going to say yes. Just maybe. Which is actually reminding me of a song which I could play. Just I need this. Is this somewhere to in tune enough? That there. Where's a pick? Yeah. If you know British music in general, more specifically one band, and me mentioning maybe, you might. Sorry. I just had to do Wonderwall. Cause maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. 'Cause after all, you're my Wonderwall. Better Battleship Towers in a turn, then we build the new dreadnought. AK, I want to get a bit more money up. Ready. Today is gonna be the day they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. And I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Blackbeak, the word is on the street, the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. And I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Yeah, it's Oasis. Which, actually thinking Oasis-wise, for me, after the band split, I've been more liking Noel's stuff than Liam's stuff. Don't kill me, Oasis fans who much prefer Liam's stuff. And then again, it was Noel who wrote most of the more popular ones. Like, he wrote Wonderwall, although he didn't sing on it. He wrote Don't Look Back in Anger. Like, Liam's just, like, the good singer. Liam's the good singer, Noel's the hit writer. No, because we are, leaving out dock space to build our new dreadnoughts. New design, we have the Dreadnought 3 available. And this design is going to be a little more conventional than normal for this campaign. And then Finland is probably like, oh no, what is his conventional? Don't worry, it's going to be nothing bad, Finland. It's going to be nothing bad. Just, right, I need a small tower there. Okay, so this thing is going to be 13-inch gun. Yeah, that works there. That's about as close as I'm going to get there, so... stupid thing work. Work the way I want you to work, please. Right. Maybe I can move you slightly more back again. Yeah. Then 13. This is going more conventional than what I initially wanted on the conventionalness scale. We're going 12-inch instead. I hate this hull. Right. 12-inch, there. And then Q. And then Q turret there, and tower in place there. There. That's a more conventional ship than what I'm known for. You're welcome. Although, just hate I couldn't get the 13s the way I wanted to. I could do then sort of like HMS Erin, I think, had it with just a turret, 2 Qs, then the superimposed rearward, but no, I want to keep somewhat traditional. God, it seems torture me having to say the words traditional and I designed this thing at the same time. Right. So yeah, we've had a whole bunch of engine efficiency stuff happen here, so what is the speed is 22. 22 is sort of like our standard fleet speed, so I'll keep it 22. We can get it on one funnel naturally aspirated boilers, so that'll be fine for me. There. I'm gonna go semi-balanced this time round. Double. Now, there's 2-inch casemate placements, I know, so Finland, you're gonna be proud of me. 2.9-inch casemate guns. And then they're also going to be on these extended parts of the hull as well. There, we have some 2.9-inch guns that you so desired on a ship that I build. Right. Now we have the counterbalance to torpedoes in place already. Right. Okay, and those also got to 0.9. Okay, the 5-inch down there are actually going to be removed and they're going to be replaced by something a little more British. there, put 7. No, it's 0.7. I have to put 4.7 inch. And yeah, we have a couple of 2.9s there. Sort of a gap there, but that helps offset. Secondary guns. Now this thing is going to have the very forward end and the very aft end of the sort of main deck area be covered by an 8.9 inch gun. God, some of Finland's design elements are rubbing off on me. 0.7. Okay, and then 4.7 inch singles up there, then twins there, there. Okay, there, that's now Q turret given a wider firing arc again. Actually no, 4.7 inch single mounts just there, 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 there. I just aesthetically like the single mounts more. Main armor wise, 13 inch belt. Rangefinder will use coincidence. We are spirits in the material world. Our spirits in the material world. Hydraulic, electrical turrets. A lot of this stuff is working. Range down a bit. This isn't going to be known as the Vengeance class, but 5, 5, 5, 2.5. Right, move that slightly more forward. Rearward, I mean. Forward. You get 14, 3, 11 there. You get 8, 2, 8. 8 to 8 there. You don't actually have a turret top, so turret top wise you're not required. The 1241s will do okay, I guess. Okay, and lastly, we need to adjust some of our forward offset again. Still, there. Now, I need a name. And I am having to think about this now. I need a name. I need a name. I need a name. Band to choose. Band to choose. Band to choose. Musician to choose. And he is from... The musician I'm choosing is the lead singer of one of my... Well, no, not one of my favourite band overall. This is named after the lead singer of Sabaton, Joachim. Alright, UAD, let me back in, please. Oh, by the way, Finland, how did you, if you'd seen the design, like it? We're stuck in the loading screen right now, but let me just start the construction of 6 of them, because I'm not going to go 12 like I did last time. I'll move on a turn before showing you again, so then if the game does crash, then they're saved. But yeah, I called them the Joachim something. I can't pronounce Joachim's surname for the life of me, but it's named after the lead singer of Sabaton, which Sabaton is one of my favourite bands, if not the favourite, and also is the band that really got me into metal. The band in which I'm going to be naming the next ship after were the group that I'd first listened to a metal song of. Although they weren't the ones that actually got me into metal. But they're like the first group I listened to. Right. France and Italy, yep, good. Governed territory is having problems. That's Spain, because they're the only ones who dissolved. Okay, so showing viewers again, which YouTube viewers, if you don't like being shown this ship again, you know what to do, skip on till we're done. But yeah, this Finland is the Joachim, however the hell you pronounce the surname. And on the very, 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 very rare occasion that he's actually watching this, I do apologise. So yeah, we've got 12-inch mains, a couple of 8.9s, a whole bunch of 4.7s, and a couple of 2.9s in places. Well, one Brother Monroe has told me that this amount of offset is actually negligible in proper effect. Especially considering the fact as well, he actually said that 1.7% was negligible as well, so... not again. Stupid fly in this room. I hate summer. I hate summer. Let me just get my fly whacking device. I'm ready to attack any flies that come near me. Oh god. It seems that using an acoustic guitar as a fly killing device isn't actually useful. I might want to put this down. Please don't. Please don't do that. I've had enough of it IRL. I don't need it going on in my Twitch chat as well, the buzzing. Right. We have the dock space. Well, maybe not for 2 more, but... Okay, maybe not for 2 more. I was wrong, we didn't have the dock space. And what are you doing on Sea Control, you limited? What are you doing on Sea Control, you limit? Oh yeah, I put you guys out to move to Britain again. That's what. Yeah, Benbow and Armageddon are both being sent to the scrapyards because I was wrong on my ability to build more of the Eurokeems. Oh, we need new destroyers as well. We should really focus on new destroyers, shouldn't we? New destroyers or budget? Oh, we need new destroyers anyway. We only have 10 Careless Whispers left, and we've only got a few of the things, and... Stupid fly! Oh, got away fucking again. I hate flies. I hate flies. I hate flies. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. Oh, and now you've gotten yourself trapped in my blind. I'm not opening that window because that'll let the spiders in. Wasps! Please tell me when the wasps are gone. I don't want another one landing in my ear. For context with that, no, we don't actually have a wasp here, but for context with that, many years ago, but not when Persia came ashore, walking out with the family, a wasp landed in, well, a wasp or a bee landed in my ear and stung me. Yeah. I have a hatred of stuff like that. Turret mechanisms in a turn, it's improved ammo feeding system, yeah. Which faster reloads, and here... Oh, you're firing! I'll need destroyers in 2 turns then. Good news us. Yes. Right, I'm back. Just had to sort something out. Now I can see again. We should not interfere with justice. I need... Oh, our unrest is actually okay now. It's good news. Okay. Who are we closest to going to war with? Japan, Germany, America. Okay. We're not yet ready to do any invasions of mainland America. You know what, I'll just build new destroyers and we can sort out invasion stuff later. Sooner or later you'll be a human woman hater. It's inevitable. And to become one, you gotta really hate to love them. Human or woman hater. That's an Extreme song. The band's Extreme, I should say. That's literally their name. They're actually released a new album a day after my birthday. Right. Now these guys... Welcome to the world of twin, of just sort of normal superimposement. Okay, we can't increase the length. Right. Put those around so we can still fire one facing forward. Capped, soft capped, depth charging, definitely, mine hunting, and laying, maybe? I don't know fully with that, but 1, 1, then everything else 0.5. Essentially is as much shells as we can make sure overpen, the better. Right, Okay, so speed-wise, 33 knots. 33 knots. We can give you crop, we can give you reinforcement stuff there, but we can't, and we can actually give you a double bottom. Yeah, these ships are going to probably make up the backbone of our anti-submarine warfare fleet, because we've obviously reached a point where we're going to actually need to build destroyers, because if we're getting depth charges, that means that people have got submarines or are getting submarines very soon. So if we preemptively fit our ships with submarines, we shall live through the torture and pain. That is a submarine attack. Oh, what fun we had! Oh, it seems so bad. All I learned at school was how to bend up, break the rules. 12 destroyers currently built. 12 is. Can we build another 12? Yes. Another 2. That leaves us 26 destroyers in total that is under construction. Finland! Finland! I've just made a realization. We're going to get a stream completed without an appearance from Avocado! That's a rarity these days. Can't afford another battleship. The brush should not interfere. Oil-fired boilers. And oh shit, we don't have the dock space to refit anyone. Okay. Okay. What will be the earliest point? 3 turns. 3 turns with those guys. Right. Okay. Yeah. We simply ignored some nation provoking us. Okay. guns. We're behind on that development of guns. I know we're behind. We're still actually on time with that, somewhat. We're behind on that, those new rangefinders will come just in time for the first of the planned refits with the new oil, which will be the Prince class light cruisers. But that would be in a few turns' time, and if we don't go to war. If we go to war, then it's oh fuck. We need every ship available. Of our 102 ships. Hell, I find this funny. Historically, the Royal Navy had more than 102 ships just in one fleet. At one point. Reload superimposed, yeah. We're not selling any more Rammstein class, that's for certain. We're catching up there. We're on time, actually. Slightly ahead. Advanced Armored Citadel, we're getting it somewhat on time. Okay. Okay, it's the majority of those light cruisers gone now. The last batch of them that I wanted for the class for the Royal Navy. There are 3 of them to a slightly edited spec that head towards our friends in Portugal, but I'm just going to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be back momentarily. Returned I have. France and Italy at each other's throats. Electrohydric turrets. Triple torpedo tubes. Okay, that's unexpected. Oh! It was Cuba we were taking! Okay, where did we get an invasion fleet for Cuba at? I'm not going to ask, but... Wow, that was unexpected. Okay, better rangefinders. And then we find out the print class design and refit it. According to my users in chat screen, Whippet, you've joined us. Building new ships. The Americans they're building a whole few ships. They're building less than we are, I think. Coincidence free. There we go. Okay, Bulgaria, you get a destroyer. Germany is invading Austria. What a shock. What an absolute shock to that. Bet 14s in 2 turns. Okay, and now we select the Prince class, and the Prince class will be our first ships to get oil. And we are going to delay the refit of a ship class named after a certain German band for as long as possible. Halloween, right? Oh wait, no, we don't have a Halloween, so it's impossible to be Halloween. Right. So, first off, on our list, new tower. Now, you got updated 5s, which means that I'm going to have to replace all your 5-inch guns. Lucky me. Oh, you can actually somewhat fire onto the other side of the ship. Well done. Okay. Now this is where the ripping out parts of the ship happens, with stuff there. All good. Steering. What parts are badly placed? There was that. Okay. Your crop gets upgraded. That gets upgraded. That gets upgraded. That's already the best we have available. Right. Electro hydro turrets and coincidence 3. Depth charges, advanced mine laying to improve the protection of the ship. It's mine rail stuff. An inch, 3, 1. Yeah, you're up to the speed of our old one, of our new ones, I mean. "6 days ago, my life had taken a tumble." Okay. It's the Prince class. Refit for further service. Ooh. Yeah, Motorhead. Well, I did give myself the challenge of keep the Motorhead class around as long as possible, so yeah, I have to refit them. And then once this refit is done, that'll be the end of the stream, because I've got other stuff to do as well. Two, 2, and then that gets updated to 4" right there, and then speed, can I get you up to 22? Yes, you can now keep up with the current fleet elements of our battle fleet, so well done, Motorheads. You guys survive. The Donegals. The Donegals. You're gonna have to take a speed increase. To at least 23 knots. Yeah, 25. 25 knots is the speed I want you guys to reach. You get a range increase. You get an armor increase. You get that. You get that equipped, and cordite added to your equipment list. New stuff there. And depth charging, because regardless of you being old, you're still faster than a submarine. Yep, you are equipped with 11-inch guns, and then obviously the 3.1s that I'm famous for using. Right, and a general armor increase for a range reduction. Okay, 24 knots instead then. Yeah, a general armor increase, a slight range reduction, better efficiency stuff, higher speed, and their armor gets increased. And okay, as those refits are done, I'm going to say that this is going to be the end of the stream/video, depending when you're watching. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope to see you again eventually. On that, silent service going silent. And why did I just pick up my guitar sound? I don't know.